Okay, we'll get started pretty soon. Thank you so much for joining us on your lunch break. We will try to keep it quick. I don't want to take any more than 25 minutes of your time today. So once again, thank you for giving us your time and for sharing part of your day with us. This is our first fashion forum, our second webinar of the day. The first one, we didn't have any glitches, but I'm sure we'll have a technical glitch somewhere throughout the day. So uh, thank you for your patience and forgive us if we make any mistakes. We're really pivoting because of COVID, how we interact with our clients, how we do business as a small business has changed so much because of COVID. We want our clients to know that we are here for them, whether that's virtually for virtual appointments, in-person appointments, curbside pickups, we can send things to your house. We want you to be safe and comfortable and still enjoy your blues experience. So please reach out to us and hopefully you like this presentation that we've got for you. So a quick overview of today's session. We're going to give a Zoom tour for anyone that's not familiar with Zoom. I'm going to introduce myself and the two lovely ladies that you also see on the screen, Charlotte and Zora from Bankers Hall. They are also going to show what the draw prize is. Then we're going to put on the presentation. It's going to be followed by a question and answer session, and then we'll pull the draw prize winner. If you attended the first session, I apologize if anything is redundant. But for the Zoom tour, if you're not familiar with Zoom, on the bottom of your screen, you'll see something called question and answer. And in that, if you click on that, during our question and answer period, we invite you to ask questions and then we can answer them on the screen. You'll also see another box for chat that you can use throughout the entire session to make comments that we can see, that any of the other attendees can see. So feel free to use the chat button. And then just so you know, no attendee can see any other attendees. So ladies, if you didn't do your hair today, don't worry about it. The only people that you can see are going to be me, Charlotte, and Zora. And the same thing with your sound. We've muted everyone else. It's just us. So don't worry about that. Be comfortable in your house. And thank you again for joining us. Moving into our intros, my name's Carrie. I'm the owner of Blues. I'm not the original owner of Blues. The original owners are John and Jennifer Levitt. They are my mentors, and Jennifer might be on the call today or as an attendee, so if she's there. Hi, Jennifer. A little bit about me. I'm from Edmonton. I went to the U of A and I studied business. I majored in accounting and I articled at KPMG and became a chartered accountant. I think now we're called CPAs. Somewhere when I was done my designation, I went on a girls' trip with some friends to New York, and at the time we stayed in near Times Square, and New York Fashion Week was going on at the same time in Bryant Park, and I met people that had jobs that were like assistant to Alexander Wang or assistant buyer at Barney's, and I thought, like, that's my dream job. Like, how did you get that job? And I was told that they went to a school called Parsons, which is in New York, and it was a famous, and it is a famous fashion school. So that weekend, when I got back to Edmonton, I applied to go to Parsons, and a few months later, I found out that I got in. So I left KPMG in Edmonton and I moved to New York to study fashion. It was a wonderful adventure. And while I was studying there, I interned for Donna Karan, Gucci, and Under Armour. And I was lucky enough to be hired by Donna Karan when I graduated from school. And I'm a Canadian citizen, so they had to sponsor me with a visa and all that, which was quite difficult. So very fortunate to get in. The whole time that I was there, my partner, Vince, stayed in Edmonton. He had his own job and career. And at the time when I graduated, it was about 2011. And the US is going through a bit of an economic recession. So it was hard to get sponsored as a Canadian citizen to work there. So, we discussed it and he thought it was better. And we both thought it was better if I moved back to Canada and moved back to Edmonton. At this point, I was like, well, what kind of job am I going to get in fashion in Edmonton? So I Googled places that had head offices in Edmonton, and Blues came up. So I went on the website and I found an email on there, and I emailed saying, like, my name is Carrie, this is my experience. And I got an answer back within 2 minutes, and it turned out to be John Levitt, the owner of Blues, and he invited me to meet with him and his wife. So it turned out that they had 3 sons, and none of them wanted to take over the business. So, right from the get-go, they asked me if that was something I was interested in, and I had no experience with small businesses. So I signed up, and here we are 6 years later, and it was, and still is, quite an adventure. So that's my little background for how I got to Blues, and it's been a wonderful adventure. And I'd like to, pass it on to Charlotte and Zora so they can introduce themselves.
Thank you, Carrie. Hi, my name is Charlotte Whitford, and I'm the manager of Blues and Bankers Hall. And I've had this incredible privilege to work with the most beautiful clothing in the world for over 20 years, and I love every day of it. But just as much, I love working with my colleague and my dear friend, Zora.
Hello, everybody. I'm Zora Vidovic, and I've been with Blues for 22 years. I'm very happy to be with all of you today, and I'm very, very fortunate to be a part of Blues team for all these years.
Thank you, ladies. So we've put on these very pretty backgrounds for consistency and to make it look nice. But and we tested this all out, and we might have some glitches on there. But Charlotte, Zora, do you want to show what our draw prize is? And if we can't really see it on screen, do you want to speak to it?
Sure. So I'm going to try to do this. Charlotte, here you go.
We'll try. Go ahead, Zora.
Okay, so this is a beautiful jewelry by Be Blue. It is a bracelet, necklace, and earrings. It is designed in Montreal. It is a sterling silver 14-karat gold plated with smoky quartz, and it has a retail value of $430. It is even more beautiful if you didn't get a chance to see it. It is even more beautiful in person.
Thank you so much. And hopefully that's our only technical glitch of the day.
It's just so dazzling.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Without further ado, we're going to put on our presentation for Bankers Hall, what's new for spring.
We want to show you a collection of urban looks that can take you anywhere. Introducing Urban Wear from Blues Bankers Hall. Take one unique piece this season that is cut specifically for you, that is the highest quality, that fits you well, that stands out from all your other pieces, and have fun with it. Janet has on a vegan leather jogger by Mark Kane. What makes this designer piece worth buying are the little details that don't seem like a lot, but they're actually everything. We have married the jogger with a colorful knit and wear it with a runner. The jogger is unique and special. It is made with everyday purpose. Here is a sophisticated pant from Veronica Beard. We brought this item in to incorporate in your wardrobe. It just makes you feel more confident. You can take yourself out anywhere and feel good. You can be seen. We are featuring a showstopper jacket from The Exterior. The designer pieces are meant to be carried the way you want them to be. It doesn't limit you. You wear what you want with it. You can dress it up or down and still be your fabulous self. Your whole wardrobe doesn't have to be $1 million. That one item can make exponential value to your outfits. Another fabulous piece from Mark Kane, vegan leather city shorts. This piece can bring a breath of fresh air to pieces you already have.
Do you just feel like there is no LA? left to breathe? Do you just wanna to be left outside the grid? It's all for sure, you didn't know. I wonder what it meant.
Throw it on and go. Sometimes an item of clothing is all you need to make a bold statement. Come visit us at Blues and Bankers Hall. Find your way this spring season with what excites you the most. Enjoy what you wear and love what you buy.
Thank you so much, ladies. Charlotte, I think you guys are still on mute. So if you want to unmute yourself, that was fantastic. Well, thank you. We very much enjoyed looking at those trends. Does anyone have any questions for us? Well, I'm going to start off with a question from Connie. And that question is, what's new for scarves for spring?
First of all, I'd like to thank Janet for modeling for us. I think she just represents our brand so beautifully. I'd be happy to answer that, Carrie. I think over the last year, we've seen scarves just become a little bit more muted, but don't think that that doesn't mean that they still include color, but they're just not as bright as they used to be. So just adding that little scarf can pop any outfit that you have still.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Charlotte. We have another question from Dale. Was the jacket shown with the shorts also Mark Kane?
Yes, that jacket was Mark Kane.
Wonderful. That was that bright yellow jacket that I love that pop.
Correct. Yeah.
Another question we have from Jackie, and I'll open this to either Charlotte or Zora. If you could buy only one piece this year, what would it be? And interested in what would transition to a casual work environment?
Sure. Jackie, that's a great question. And that was kind of why we chose Urban Looks overall, is that fashion really is leaning sometimes towards just buying one specific piece that works for you. We wanted to showcase pieces that you could wear anywhere, that you wouldn't have to ask, where can I wear this? So, Zora, what would you say if it was one piece that you were adding in? It can be the nylon jacket that Janet was wearing in the yellow from Mark Kane. It easily transitions with jeans. It comes with a skirt, which we didn't showcase. We showed it with the black city short. Just finding that one piece that transitions through your wardrobe to give you the best value. So just wear it all season and enjoy it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Do we have any other questions? Anything for spring that's new? Okay. Charlotte, Zora, I have one piece and work with it. Yes. So speaking to that, like, do you guys have any tips or tricks for how to transition or how to wear a short into like a casual work environment?
Well, shorts.
Mhm.
Well, that's why we wanted to show that beautiful vegan shorts from Mark Kane, because that was something that is that you're going to see more. So we did show it in two different ways. I would definitely go with a jacket,
Agreed.
top, a jacket,
I
and
agree.
then either a shoe that we showed or a runner, because or a sneaker, because that is something that we're showing a lot and seeing a lot in fashion right now.
Wonderful. One more question from Jackie, and you know I'm going to speak to this one too. This is a great question. When buying for Blues, I know supporting Canadian is important, but do you follow the trends in Europe? So Charlotte, Zora, I'll let you speak to this first. Well, I know that, well, actually I'm doing the buy, so I'll speak to it first, but you can.
Sure.
Yes, supporting Canadian is extremely important to us. We want to make sure that we are supporting the local artists that we have in the country, and we love supporting Canadian. We also love supporting female designers. We have lots and lots of female designers, so that's important to us. Do we follow the trends in Europe? I would say a lot of our our brands do come from Canada, but some of them do come from Europe. And I think that, you know, what we're seeing now with especially like the internet and social media and everything, trends are moving across countries and continents a lot faster than they used to. So I would say that we're keeping an eye on trends in Europe and seeing what translates to a Canadian marketplace, like especially for the blues client. Whenever we do anything, whenever we buy anything or bring anything in, we're always thinking of who is she and does that serve her and does that add value to her outfit and to her life. So that's a great question, Jackie. Thank you. Charlotte, Zora, did you have anything to add to it?
Well, I just wanted to add that we do have those beautiful European lines in our stores, and most of you are familiar with them. Lucy Serrano, The Exterior, Martine, they all come, Annette Gortz, they all come from Europe. So we are always on the top of the business and fashion, what is going on everywhere in the world.
Quite diverse.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, one more question. Vegan leather, is it lightweight?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is quite very comfortable. So sometimes when we see or think about this concept of vegan leather, people might think it is heavy, but no, it is a beautiful, lightweight, and actually it looks wonderful and feels wonderful on.
Great, fantastic. Are there any further questions? Okay, if there is no further questions, we're gonna pull the draw for the beautiful Be Blue set that did not translate very well, unfortunately, but I promise
Oh, no.
Oh,
when we get it to you. So if I call out your name, if you wouldn't mind just commenting in the chat so that we know that you're here. Is Lenka Stuchlik attending right now? Lenka Stuchlik, and I apologize if I have mispronounced your name. Yes, okay,
Yes.
wonderful, Lenka. Thank you so much. Lenka, we have your email, so we will contact you after this to find out the best way that we can get your prize to you. Congratulations and enjoy. To everyone that attended our session, I have all the links to all the outfits to the outfits that Janet was wearing. So if you want to see any more detail on what you saw, please email me at carrie@blues.com and I can send you a list of the links. I was going to do it during the presentation, but in our first one, I think it was the feedback we got was it was a bit distracting. So yes, please let me know if you'd like any further information. And once again, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for supporting local business like us. Enjoy the rest
Thank
of
you
your
so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Thanks, Jackie.